Did you have a good night, love?
I was walking under the bridge by where I live, and then someone come behind me and then just kept on talking, and I just wanted to get home.
Oi, come back!
And I got home and he was still standing outside.
He obviously planned to attack my daughter, and if it wasn't that night, it would be another night.
Three weeks later, just down the road from that house, and a visitor detectives are hoping to eliminate. May last year in the Grazier's Arms in Weddington.
Double McAndrews, please.
Could this have been you?
I tend to remember faces fairly well, and for some reason he's stuck in my mind. The man's about 5'8", has dark brown hair, dark eyes, was dressed casually with a black bomber jacket and a t-shirt.
He may have been in the pub before, perhaps with a dark-haired girl, but tonight he was alone, except for a black bag.
First thing I heard was footsteps behind me. Running, footsteps. At first I just thought it was someone I knew messing about. But then I realised it wasn't.
Put your hands behind your back.
This time he had cord, like from a washing line. He had a blanket, and the attack went on for longer than any had before. He's becoming used to this.
These hands just kept on getting tighter and tighter around my mouth. Just thought I was going to die.
I'm sorry it had to be done. Just don't tell anyone. Say it.
I won't tell anyone. He must have been watching me, and if he's still out there, he obviously knows who I am. I'm just sick of being so scared.
Peter Furness, your best bet now, of course, is somebody who knows him intimately and recognises something in this pattern of behaviour. Now, it's going to be his mum, his girlfriend, something like that. What are they going to recognise?
This man knows Nuneaton very, very well. He probably either lives there now or has done in the past. He also has similar connections, we think, with the south of Birmingham. He's out late in the evening, early hours of the morning, sometimes carrying a bag. It's not just on the nights of the attacks. He knows where some of these girls live. He must have been stalking them or prowling in the areas of their homes before those dates.
Now, he's taken to tying them up. That could be just to restrain them. It could be a sort of fetish that he's used in a private, personal relationship.
Yes, he's tied these girls up by tying their hands behind their backs. He's blindfolded them. It's possible that he's done the same things, perhaps with a partner or a girlfriend, at other times.
One of them got a look at him, and she saw that he had quite distinctive sideburns.
On the last attack, just 6 months ago, he had long sideburns right down to the jawline.
And he also had a logo on one of the jackets, which was very distinctive.
Yes, on one of the attacks, he was wearing a black jacket with red marks on the shoulders, and there was red embroidery, ISI, in capitals, on the left side of the jacket. And also on that jacket was like paint splashes along the front near the zip.
OK, well, if there's any way that you can help, please try the number now if you've any suspicion. This is your chance to make a difference here. 0500 600 600, that comes straight through to us. Or you can call the Incident Room direct on 0121 200 2552. That's the Birmingham number, 200 2552.
I was on my way to work and I was abducted by my attacker. And what ensued was a sexual attack, after which he tried to kill me. He tried strangling me with a cheese wire and slitting my throat with a knife and a broken bottle and leaving me unconscious, locked in a burning room.
Doctors say she's lucky to be alive.
My attacker actually watched the Crimewatch programme, and in feeling that he'd seen himself in the artist's impression, he actually took an overdose. And did say to his girlfriend, I think I've seen myself on TV. This ended up being very crucial to my investigation. I think that I've been very lucky to disassociate what happened by my attacker to him being a person. And I don't truly have any feelings about him. I felt very lucky to be alive and realised the power of the experiences I'd been through and how it could really help so many other people. If it's something that has devastated your life, you can find help within the victim support system and certainly within the new victim support line scheme. I feel that I have a very full life to live, and I'm not going to allow my attacker to do any more harm than he did on that day. The whole attack took only 45 minutes, but it certainly was 45 minutes that changed my life completely.
My sister and her husband were murdered in 1993, and it's just sheer horror. You can't believe anybody that you would know would be shot, let alone 2 members of your own family. The police came to us and said that they were going to involve Crimewatch and put an appeal together. I felt quite excited because I felt that there was going to be a really good result.
Good evening. Tonight we start with the callous murder of Nicola and Harry Fuller.
I would appeal to anybody who may be sitting there thinking, I know that voice.
I popped over last night to see you.
On the Monday we were told it was Stephen Young. It was actually somebody that I knew and somebody that I used to speak to on the phone regarding insurance. People say that love is the most passionate emotion, but I believe that hatred is the most passionate emotion. And I hate with a passion Stephen Young. Since Nicky died, I've changed and my parents have changed. And I not only grieve for Nicky, I grieve for the life that I used to have. Anybody that has information about a crime should always phone, because you don't have to give your name, you don't have to give where you're calling from. They won't trace the calls, and it can make the difference to a family and friends of a murder victim. I'd like to thank everybody that phoned Crimewatch. Even the slightest thing can help, and it did help.
And please do help tonight. Our lines are open in the studio until midnight, and you'll see other numbers in a moment. They're also listed on CFAX on page 621, and you can email us at Crimewatch UK at the BBC. If you've information on any crime, try Crime Stoppers anonymously on 0800 555 111. And if you're a victim of a crime, then support line numbers are also listed on CFAX, page 621.
Join us on Crimewatch Update at 5 to midnight. And make a note of next month's Crimewatch, Tuesday, February the 23rd. Meanwhile, as we said in our very first programme 15 years ago, don't have nightmares. Do sleep well. Good night.
Good night.